Mike Tirico, my partner Greg Olson, set to bring this to you. Kaimi Fairbairn getting this one started. Off we go from Southern California. Showing off the big... Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
380, run! Set. 380, run! Ready!
Herbert going to throw on this first play. Oh, and they come after him right away, and 70 goes on the first play of the game.
A loss of 7. Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 28-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Right side and hauled in by McConkey. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
That's a gain of 3. Brings brings up 3rd and 14.
From the gun, it's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line.
Their own 26-yard line.
Here we go. 18. What's that?
Stroud going to throw right away. Flush to his right, taking off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 1.
Here we go.
And now the first carry for Joe Mixon. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the first down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. A pickup there of 13. It's good for a Texans first down.
First down, Houston.
How? What's that? 18. What's that?
On the handoff, it's Mixon. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12.
11.
From the gun, here's Stroud. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Denzel Perryman.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
That one underthrown and intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Bullock. And he's going to set his guys up well. Nice return. The offense is going to have it just past the 40-yard line.
At their own 42-yard line.
What's that? 18. What's that?
On first down, they'll start with Mixon. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
And the Texans first down.
All right.
They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. On first down, they keep it on the ground, and they keep it with Mixon. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 7.
18. What's that?
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a first down.
18. What's that?
On first down, it's Stroud. Fires complete to Harrison Bryant. He'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3. The man in motion is Watson. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. That is Deshaun Hand in for the sack. It is a loss of 8. And now it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Hey, uno. At 18. What's that?
Now Stroud. He's got his man complete to Dell. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter.
First down, Houston.
Each quarterback picked off in that turnover-filled first quarter. What will the second quarter have in store? We're back in Southern California in a moment. Set to go now on 1st and 10. A run here with Mixon. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Swap. Another swap.
Throwing is Stroud. Forced out wide. This one caught just past the pylon. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Texans.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Set. 380. You're out. 12. Let's go.
Play action now. It's Herbert. That is into the hands of Allen downfield. And he will go all the way. Keenan Allen. Touchdown, LA. Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chargers will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all tied, 7 apiece. And the kick's away. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so that's whistled dead, and the ball gets placed at the 40-yard line.
All right. 18. What's that?
Stroud to throw here on 1st down. He will let this go. Deep downfield for Dell. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Elijah Molden. And he'll be taken down. That is about the craziest situation you'll ever see. Huge gain on the play, but still not enough for the 1st down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Crowd right.
Now a play fake. Herbert. Now a deep shot for Allen. And he's in. Keenan Allen charges. His second catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdowns.
Cameron Dicker for the extra
And
point.
that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have to for this guy.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. And it's a poor kick here. Doesn't even make the landing zone. So that means the ball is going to come out to the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
At the 45-yard line.
Stroud going to set up to throw. The throw on the run is complete. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
First down.
The man in motion is Watson. They will work the middle with Mixon. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line.
So, from 37, here's 2nd and 4. On the bootleg, it's Stroud. Still going inside the 20. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. First time they've worked his way tonight.
First down.
Good time to do it. It's a 1st down.
Here we go.
Here's Stroud. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be 2nd down now.
All right.
Here's a toss, right side to Mixon. He's going nowhere. Loser yardage on that play.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
A 37-yard attempt.
Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Texans are back within 4 at 14-10.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. A minute 58 to go in the first half of play. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. Throwing on 1st down is Herbert. Oh, that's swung out wide and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Azeez Al-Shire.
Touchdown, Houston.
That's about as bad as it can possibly get, Mike. You're only one play into the drive. You're trying to establish a little early rhythm, get something going, and now you're jogging off the field watching your opponent celebrate in the end zone. So they're going to have to come back out here on offense pretty quickly, regroup, take a deep breath, and try to bounce back.
Fairbairn to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Texans move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14.
Chargers 14.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 39-yard line.
Set. 380. 5-9. Hold the trips right.
They fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Now a ball thrown deep for Johnston. And he will score. Quentin Johnston. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here we go. 18. That's it.
Stroud gonna tuck this one on the zone read. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss. Throwing on second down. Stroud pushed out to his left.
And that was really well defended along the back end, Mike. And with nobody open downfield, he's got no choice but to turn into a runner. They end up rallying to the ball, and they limit to a minimal gain.
Stroud. He's got his tight end. It's Schultz. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. It's a huge play in a tight ball game. A pickup of 44 yards. On first and 10, here's Stroud. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. To throw is Stroud. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
On the quick, right? 18. That's it.
Now, Stroud. To the left side in the hands of Watson. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Here we go.
Mixon. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the second quarter clock.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
On second down, Stroud. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Cam Hart.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception. But in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
He's got his tight end, Alonde Gadsden, the second. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far. And it draws the flag.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the
Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. He'll start at the 4. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
Schultz, the motion man. And the strength on display, rambling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Now a 3rd and 2.
And it's third down.
To throw, it's Stroud. Open man, right side. He's got it. 13 yards on the catch there. First down for Houston.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
They face second down and 7. Again, they'll give it to Mixon. And he's able to find a crease. Get ahead for 7. It'll bring up third down.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
Here we go. 2J. 118. What's that?
Back to throw. Stroud. This is hard. He got the connection to Collins. And he will be out of bounds right around the 35.
A gain of 13 yards.
Stroud connects with Collins. And it's a first down for Houston.
All right.
He'll drop to throw. Open man downfield. That is Bryant. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. A big play and a much-needed one as well. And even 30 yards. Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it first and goal. The man in motion is Watson. Little quick pass to the receiver heading right. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
At the 9-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Elijah Molden. And the Chargers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 10.
And in these tight games, especially in the second half, Mike, these are the big moments that somebody needs to step up and make a play, and that's exactly what he's able to do here. Great read, great reaction, steps in front of that ball and ends up going the other way.
And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. Second down.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, it's Herbert. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Herbert. That's to the running back, Amarian Hampton. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And the Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On first down, Herbert. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And With that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Herbert to throw on second down. Now the ball thrown deep for Johnston. And this will be incomplete. Quentin Johnston, the man he was looking for on that one. And third down coming up.
59. Set. 59. Delta. To Hunt. Hey, Ram. Why did it Hunt?
Throwing again, Herbert. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That is Hunt. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line.
7 on the play. And the Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Herbert to the air again. He's got it at the 7. And he will get into the end zone. Oronde Gadsden. Touchdown, L.A. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Dell, the motion man. On play action. Stroud. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Stroud to throw. They try to work the screen with Mixon. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
Tony.
From the gun, here's Stroud. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this third quarter. So, on fourth down, on comes Tommy Townsend to punt for Houston. Back deep is Darius Davis. Fielded at the 9. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. So, we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready, run! Set. Lion. Ready.
Herbert now on first down. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
Set. Ready, run! Go.
Captain trying to work inside. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down.
32-yard line. That's a gain of 3.
3rd and 7.
3rd and 7.
Baylor. Set. Ready, run! Delta, stop. Ready.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
And a nice job there defensively on third down, not overcommitting to their pass rush. Having a plan for this quarterback as a designed runner, they're able to stop him short of the first down.
The Chargers get set to kick it away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth-quarter lead. Here comes a return, and he'll get a few yards on this return, up past the 15-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here we go.
Stroud to throw here on first down. He'll get that out to Mixon.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24.
Here we go. Let's go. 118. Let's go.
They'll go play action with Stroud. Now a deep ball here for Collins. That's caught! And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score! 76 yards. Touchdown, Houston. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And he will get into the end zone. The two-point conversion is successful. And game on. Lead is down to 3 here in the fourth quarter.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on two-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
So they've cut into the lead, now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
Their own 35-yard line.
Right on the side is the Eagle.
5-9. 380. Hey, go lion.
Throwing on first down is Herbert. Moving left. He keeps it himself. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard
Herbert
line.
keeping it on the zone read. And he's all the way down to the 15-yard line. First and 10.
That's another Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Oh, looking end zone, but it is out of the reach of the receiver and incomplete. He was looking for Keenan Allen on that one, and it'll lead to a second down.
Let's go.
Run between the tackles for Hampton. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. A 2-yard pickup.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Quick throw, taken in, and he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Oronde Gadsden. Touchdown Chargers. His second catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdowns.
Chargers 35. Texans 25.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. And that's going to be short, not making it to the landing zone. So this means the ball's going to come out to the 40-yard line. A pair of first downs gives them 1st and 10, up at the 40.
Here we go. Let's go. At 18. That's it.
Here's Stroud. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked up by Cam Hart.
I'm a big fan, Mike, of quarterbacks willing to take chances. I don't want my guys sitting there scared to throw the ball downfield. But as always, it does come with a little bit of balance. He tried to get that one all in one throw and just doesn't get quite enough pace on it, and it ends up going the other way.
He's going to let this one go deep. He's got it! And he's going to take this one all the way. 80 yards. Touchdown, Chargers. Now a flip to the kicker. It's a fake. This is caught. And he's going to take this into the end zone. I wasn't sure we'd ever see a fake extra point again, but this one works. So instead of one, they get two. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so that's whistled dead, and the ball gets placed at the 40-yard line.
Here we go.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. This one, batted away. It's incomplete. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Denzel Perryman.
Intercepted. The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
Herbert now on 1st down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Christian Harris. It's a 10-yard loss. Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 44-yard line.
To throw, it's Herbert. Moving to his right. He'll tuck it and take off. And he's able to take this for good yardage before sliding and hitting the deck to end the play. Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. So now, 4th down, and Cameron Dicker is on for the Chargers. This will be just inside 60, a 59-yard field goal attempt. And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And they are not able to add on to their big lead.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
18.
On 1st down, it's Stroud. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
On the quick, right?
He'll give this to Mixon, running right. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. 3rd and long.
And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw. Stroud. He's got a man. That's Watson. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
23 yards. 1st down, Texans.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. falls incomplete. Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Stroud going to get rid of this to Dell. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Stroud comes to the line. The Texans going for 2.
The Texans will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll drop to throw. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
33.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points. Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
A ball deep for the end zone. That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked by the rookie out of Penn State. Inside the 40. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Houston.
You know, it always amazes me, Mike, that these guys have all this energy, that following a long return like that then they can get into these big, elaborate celebrations. But listen, I don't blame them. You're a defensive guy. You don't get the ball in your hands very often. When you score, man, you better make the most of it.
This is going to be caught. So it's just 8-point swings. Not just a pick 6, but add on a 2-point conversion.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
Even with their full complement of timeouts, the call is to try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done. A give left side for Hampton. And he'll find some way to turn this into positive yardage, struggling forward for a pickup of about 2. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. Clock stops with 33 seconds remaining. 2nd down, they need 7.
Ray. 380. Coleman trips right.
Another run here with Hampton. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their 2nd. And the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go. Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
They'll go. It's Hampton. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down. They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Here we go. 18.
Here's Stroud. He'll take a shot for Watson. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
On a 2nd down throw for Stroud. something happen, and the ball's loose on the field. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before third down.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often, and when they do...
And that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Elijah Molden. Just trying to make something happen, and the ball's loose on the field. So this one is over. It's in the win column for the Chargers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that is the difference in this one.